Hey everybody, it's Angela with To Restore You. Welcome back. I am doing a quick voiceover today because somehow I managed to lose the audio in this video. So we'll get started. Today we're going to work on some circle tags. And I found these adorable little coasters in my stash, which every time I go down to my craft studio, I find all kinds of things. But yeah, as you can see, those are some that are blank. And then I had a lot of already cut out circles that you can see there in various sizes that I had from my Cricut. So I decided I would make a little mini journal, if you will, something we can put inside of a larger journal or something that can be used as tags. I did one as a sample. As you can see, those I actually used a brad, and the one I'm going to show you today, I'm going to actually use a ring because it seems to work just a little bit better. So the first thing that you'll want to do is cover that coaster. And the nice thing about the coasters is that they're really heavy. I had covered that one in advance with just some coffee dyed tape paper, two-sided, excuse me. And then I just picked a bunch of additional pages that I would have inside of the journal. And I can't remember, I think those were about 2.5 inches. They were 3-inch coasters. So I actually had a few book pages, or circle cutouts that were already ready to go, but they were a little bit smaller. So I just took a couple seconds and made a template and then cut out a bunch of paper in advance. The one thing that I noticed about the Mod Podge, and it may help a little bit if you're using any kind of coaster that is kind of slick, that it might help to take an emery board, or if you have a sanding block, and just kind of rough it up a little bit to help that Mod Podge and the paper actually adhere a little bit better. It ended up working out just fine, but it wasn't adhering like I had wanted, and I did have to go back when all was said and done and add a little extra to it. Finally, today, it's a beautiful day. The wind is not blowing, so I'm hoping for a walk this afternoon. Thursdays are usually my day that I do all of my video editing and uploading, and it's not always my favorite task, so I'm going to need a break. So as you can see, I'm going to go ahead and just finish that one up, and then I'm going to set it aside so we can go ahead and carry on. So now I'm just going to embellish and add all of the pages. And as you can see on that one, I have layered them from small to large and then large to small. So I'm using my O-ring, and I'm going to just punch a hole after I've got them all in place with my Crop-A-Dile. And it's like one of the easiest projects you can ever do, because all you're doing is layering all of your papers together and punching them once. So if you don't have a Crop-A-Dile, I would highly recommend it for a time-saving strategy if you're like me and like to do a lot of projects in one day and want to be the most efficient that you actually can. Oops, sorry, my hat got in the way there. All right, there are the pages that I have actually put together in advance. And I don't know if you can really see it on the video, but there were a few pages, like the paper by itself, and some of the less heavy scrapbook paper that I did put little pieces of clear tape on, just to make sure that it kind of held when I punched the hole in it. And I just showed you it's a paper reinforcer, so it's a punch so that I can actually make those. And I usually use the punch and then cover it with something else so it's a little more sturdy. And here is the technique that I used to cut out all of those pages to save me a ton of time to go into the book. So I just made one template. I clipped them together. You can kind of see the circle. And I even put some embellishments on a few of them with some washi tape and whatnot. But that was just scrap paper that I had lying around, and I thought, well, why not? So I think there's about 12 to 14 pieces of paper, and I just cut everything into the same size circle. So if you are looking for something that's kind of a unique card, if you will, like me, I always forget to buy a greeting card to go with a gift. So I find myself whipping up a lot of DIY handmade cards and such. But this is really fun because it's something that they can use. You can put, your to and from on there, and then they can use it for a little baby journal if they want, or if they are a crafter like you, they can add it to one of their own journals and just have a lot of fun with it, and a great memory of you as well. So I just arranged all of those in a way that I thought made sense to me. Like I said, I wanted some of those smaller ones on top, and I just wanted some difference in patterns, and just for it to be just a little more eye-catching. And I went ahead and punched the top tab, and I did not do a bottom, like to make it, a top and a bottom. I didn't do two of those coasters for this project, I don't believe. So if you wanted a little more sturdy and something that maybe someone would actually use by itself, probably a good idea to do a back and a front. And of course, this is where I get a little obsessive. I want to make sure I like how they all flow together. So bear with me while I'm making things pretty. And I just showed that striped paper was really thin too, so I just added some coffee dyed paper to the back of it as well. And here we go. We just keep going. There's one that I had already added washi tape to, so that was kind of fun. And I don't know about you guys, but I do like the feel of just writing on that coffee stained paper. I don't know why. It just feels good, and it's maybe a little bit nostalgic. I don't know. And we're already, see, this is what you get to do, is watch me design pages. Sorry about that. And once you've got them all together, so I took it out, put it in, took it out, put it in. And then I just made sure they were all aligned evenly, and with one punch, I created that hole in there. And then I simply lined up the hole on the cover and the holes in the back pages. Clip that bad boy together. And at that point, really, it could be done. Excuse me, I've got some allergies, and they're just driving me crazy this week. I had a lot of ribbons from the past. I had these cute little, there's like 8 different tubes, if you will, with like 6 or 7 different colors of kind of the see-through ribbon, and it's in varying shades. It was something I've had for many, many years from close to my heart, and so I am so excited to be able to utilize those now. And the cool part is that I have started using close to my heart papers again, and even though their inks and their ribbons have been around for a long time, or at least the ones I have been around in my stash for a long time, many of the papers still match perfectly with some of those inks and those ribbons. So that makes me happy when I can use up all of the goodies that I've got. But add whatever you wish. You can add more embellishments, more fun to the front, the sides, whatever your little heart desires. And just have fun with it. It's a easy, creative, fun project that I hope you will try. If you don't have any coasters like I had lying around, you can certainly just use a cereal box and, find any old lid. I'm sure that you have plenty, if you're like me, in your Tupperware or plasticware stash. Just make your templates and you'll be ready to rock and roll. If you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel so you can get all of the latest updates and new videos, be sure to do that below. We love it when you share and comment. And of course, if you have not already and you're on Facebook, hop over to our VIP page and check out To Restore You VIP group and join us for lots of fun. We'll be doing some tutorials and challenges throughout the year. And if you're really excited about journaling and it's not just a creative thing for you and you want to try some mindful practices and different journaling ideas and prompts along with some creativity, stop by torestoreyou.mykajabi.com and join our mindful journal workshop. And we look forward to seeing you and hope that you have a fantastic day. As always, take time just to be. And until next time, friends, cheers.